Hi everyone, I'm Suma, your professional development coach based in Abu Dhabi campus, and I have with me Ankita.
Hi, everybody. This is Ankita. I am also one of the professional development coaches. I am based in Dubai, and both of us are your SEM 1 coaches for this semester.
Amazing. Thanks, Ankita. In today's video, we will be discussing what is small talk all about, how to be curious, and how to benefit from these small talks. So, what is small talk, right? So, the name itself says small. So, these are quick, light conversations that you have with anyone. It could be, with someone that you met in the corridor, or during your lunch break, or in the campus when you're walking to your classroom. So, how do you make use of these, small time slots that you get with your friends? It could be faculty members, it could be your mentors. So how do you make best use of it, right? So we will be discussing about all of that. Before that, me and Ankita have a quick demo for you, what small talk is all about. How do you know converse with anybody that you meet for the first time, right? So here is a small demo. Hi Ankita, this is Suma. I'm from Sem1. How are you?
I'm very well, Suma. Nice to meet you. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good too. So what are you studying? Which course are you doing?
I'm doing computational systeming,
Okay, and which semester?
and now I'm in SEM 2.
Amazing. I'm Sem 1. I have a lot of
Mm.
anxiety issues. I'm excited, although I'm excited, but still I have some concerns. So, what do you think was your Sem 1 highlight?
Well, to be honest, the SEM 1 highlight, and I exactly felt like you when I came in. I was a little nervous, I was anxious, and I didn't know what was happening. It was quite overwhelming. But after having cleared the SEM 1, it wasn't as difficult as it was in my head. And my biggest highlight was that our team was selected amongst the top 5 for our Partner Challenge project, and our solutions were recognized by the mentor, and they've been implemented in the organization. So we got a lot of recognition and a lot of experience in developing the mobile app. That's what we were working on. So that was my biggest highlight.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like a journey, right? How you guys started up and then, had a huge impact on the Partner Challenge program you worked on. I would love to connect with you more to know more about, how you worked on a mobile app, because in this semester we are also working on a mobile app. So I would love to get some inputs from you, as
Sure.
to how you guys went about it. So how does next Thursday sound? Would you be available next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday sounds good. I'm happy to connect with you on next Thursday.
Amazing. So I'll send out an invite so that I don't miss this opportunity. Can I have your email ID, please?
Sure, that is ankita.magdani at
Hmm.
zu.ac.uk.
Amazing. I will send out a slot invite and then let's connect. I'm looking forward for it. Thank you so much for being so generous.
Thank you, Suma. Likewise, I'm looking forward to our meeting.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Yes. So this was small talk all about, right? So it's light conversation. There's no fixed agenda. So you are very flexible. You're very spontaneous at the moment when you speak. So you understand what the person's interests are. How can you collaborate or be inspired by that person, right? So that is what it is about. So to go deeper into the topic, we will be discussing, these are the agenda uh, points that we will be discussing. How to start a meaningful conversation. Yes, you have the right intention, right? You want to have a small talk with other person, but how do you start that conversation, right? And how do you make that quick conversation meaningful, right? So we will be discussing about that. Although there are several benefits of these small talks, we will be focusing on what are the three top benefits, like as students, how you can benefit from these small talks, right? And most importantly, closing of small talks. Yes, these small talks are very, very quick ones, right? So how do you not end them abruptly, right? How do you carry on that, what is the action item to take it forward, right? So in the demo talk that we had, so I told Ankita that I will send out an invite and I'll stay connected. So how do you close, right? So we'll be discussing about it. And then we have a DIY activity, do it yourself activity, which is defining what chronotype you are, and we will be explaining more about it. right? So how do you start a meaningful conversation? The three takeaways is keep it positive, keep it intentional, and keep it really, really short. When I say positive, you know, how do you keep it positive? Everybody wants to have positive conversations because all of us are going through challenges. There are, things that we are dealing with. But when you deal with other person, when you speak to somebody, how to keep it positive so that you have that good impression, from the other person. So I would say ask questions around positivity, right? Ask about their wins, their happy moments or memories, something that they cherish about, right? So here are three examples, right? What are your biggest highlight in SEM 1 that I just asked Ankita, right? So what's your workplace motivation? This this is something that we are curious, to know what keeps different people motivated. So what is your workplace motivation? How do you organize your day? Many people, when you see, they are so great at time management. So how do you understand what is working for them? So keep it positive. And when you say keep it intentional, do not ask questions for the sake of it. You really need to know something about the other person, or you want to learn something from the other person, is what makes it intentional. So you have an intention when you converse with the other person. And here are a few examples, right? So, what is your biggest inspiration? Or what is act of kindness? The whole world is talking about kindness now. Even the top multinational companies, they are talking about kindness. It's the skill plus the kindness as well, right? So you can ask about these questions and keep it very short because you want to be respectful of the other person's time, so keep it simple and just think about, oh, I have 60 seconds with this person now, how can I make best use of those 60 seconds? And then design your conversation according to that time that you have with the other person, right? You can always keep it simple by asking, what is your strength or biggest strength or interest or hobby, something that you see, oh, you share the same interest. When you strike that bond, you can take that conversation further, right? And another question can be, what is your best travel destination, or what is something that you did different today? This is actually a question that makes the other person think. If they've not tried anything new today, they would be motivated, to be trying something tomorrow. So keep it simple, keep it positive, and keep it intentional. Okay. Um, there are several benefits. Research has shown that it will increase your active learning capabilities, it will increase your creativity, spontaneity, and other stuff. But as students, right, so the three benefits, of small talks for you would be, it will enable you to find common grounds and shared interest. For example, during your onboarding, I saw many students meeting for the first time, but they got together because they know that they have some shared interests, right? So you will know about it when you have these small talks. It creates very strong impression, first impression, and who are the people that you want to have that long-term relationship because you have that common interest and stuff. So these small talks help in that. And at times, it will also spark collaboration. Okay, I can collaborate with this individual for something that I can do on an activity. It improves your creativity. When I spoke to Ankita, she said, this is a mobile app and, Mentor is implementing it. So that made me think, oh, the project that we are working on, it should also make us, huge impact. So it inspired me. So it improves your creativity, innovation, and performance as well, right? So don't shy away from speaking to strangers and having those small talks, right? So from next slide, I will ask Ankita to take over from here. Go ahead,
Thank you,
Ankita.
Suma. Thank you. These were some great points shared by Suma and told us some great benefits on why it is important to have these small talks. It's not just to fill in the gap or fill in the air. In fact, it is just to gain a lot more understanding and build that rapport with your team members or your mentors, or even for that matter, for your faculty members or your coaches. I'd like to start this particular screen with listen or silence. You see, it's quite a powerful message out there. So, what I want to say is, when I was growing up, I was told you should listen twice as more as than you talk. The only reason being, we've got 2 ears and one mouth. That means we should listen twice as more than as we speak. Now, going back to the demo that we had Suma not heard or listened to me, she wouldn't have got the connection, right? She wouldn't have understood that I'm building a demo. I'm building a mobile app, that my app was been selected, that our team was performing better. So what she really demonstrated there was active listening. She asked more questions so that I did more of the talking and she did more of the listening. What listening gave her was the power to collaborate. It gave her ideas to how she can improve her app that she's working on by connecting with me. So she used her resources, she ensured engagement, she ensured that there was a lot of collaboration happening and more of the listening taking place. So when we are listening, what we're really doing is we're bringing in a lot more relationship building, rapport building, engagement, connection, and that is why listen a lot more than we speak. And just a quick takeaways, closing of the small talks. So as Suma mentioned at the very beginning, have a follow-up. When do we meet next? Can we meet next Thursday? She asked me. That was a great follow-up. Yes, can we meet next Thursday? Yeah, absolutely sure. Gather information. She took my email address. She said, can I send you an email invite? And maybe that way we can block our calendars and that'll be a great way to meet further. So she took my email address. Obviously, you can always take mobile numbers. I know nowadays WhatsApp is the thing. So if you want to collect WhatsApp numbers or mobile numbers, obviously you can do that. But I would also suggest be very mindful of how you are collecting these numbers. It should not come across very intrusive. Collect these informations in a very appropriate way. So most business way of collecting information is very rightly what Suma did, is collecting email addresses. Also, it is appropriate to ask for LinkedIn profile links. That's a good way for business or organizational connections. LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn social media is a nice way to move forward. And obviously end the conversation in a very pleasant way. So like she said, have a great day ahead. We're hoping to see you very soon, or I'm really eager to meeting you on Thursday. Have a very pleasant ending towards your closing conversation. Now, the best part of today is your chronotype, DIY, do it yourself. So what you're going to do is, we're going to be putting a link underneath this YouTube link or underneath the forum link that your faculty members will share with you. All you have to do is, it's a very quick prototype. It's a personality type questionnaire. In this questionnaire, you will be presented with about 4 or 5 questions. This is a very quick personality type, and it will exactly tell you which animal is your personality type. So it will tell you the reason why we are doing this is, obviously, first, you will become aware about what your animal type is. So if you see on the screen, if you're a dolphin, it will tell you that you probably wake up at 6:30 in the morning. Your coffee time is this time. Your creativity time is this time. If you're a bear, probably your creativity time is 8 to 9 in the morning. You sleep at 11 in the night. Why is this important? One, like I said earlier, it helps with self-discovery. It helps with your self-awareness. 2, very soon you will be put into teams. It's very important for you to know first what is your personality type, and then what personality types are your team members. Because probably you are a person who is very active in the morning, but probably your team member is only active after 11 in the morning, right? So we need to understand, to develop this rapport and build a strong relationship with your team members. So we strongly suggest that you identify your chronotype and then you identify your team members' chronotype. Talking about chronotypes, Suma, what is your chronotype?
It's tricky because when I was a student, it is different. But now as a professional, I would say I'm a lion. I wake up early morning and yeah, I'm creative for most part of the working hours and I sleep very early. So that helps me, maintain my health and also my productivity. So I would say lion.
Yeah.
How about you?
I am actually a lion too. So I wake up exactly at 5:30 every morning. My first coffee, by the time it just goes on, it's 9 o'clock. So I totally, you can already see, when we're recording this, it's like early morning. I'm all pepped up. So yes, I'm a lion too.
Amazing.
So you see, students, how it's important to understand. Now we connect because our types, our working types are pretty similar. Okay, had she been a bear, we probably would have found a time that works around both of our times. So it's important that you understand your team members' chronotype. It's important that you understand your chronotype as well. And that's about it. Suma, any closing statements?
Nothing else. What I would say is if you want to have small talk demos with your coach, feel free to, reach out to your assigned coaches and, book a session to understand more about it. It's very, very important. It's not only during your student life, but also when you start as a professional. If you start your own businesses too, there are great business deals done through these small talks. Okay. So it's very important throughout your life. So it's good time to start. So feel free to talk to your coach and know more about it. Thank you.